Hi, I'm glxyarcane. Today, I'm going to explain to you the Warzone experience on keyboard and mouse. Now, before you think that I'm a really trash player just trying to complain, I have peaked Diamond 2 in Warzone Ranked play, and I have a PR of 27 kills on Rebirth Island. So by no definition am I bad. I may not be at my current peak right now, but I'm still good enough to know what I'm talking about. So, let's get into it. So, whenever it comes to gunfights, one of the best things that keyboard and mouse has going for it is honestly the sniping and general long-range fights. Because long-range fights feel really good whenever you're on keyboard and mouse because of how much precision you can get out of a mouse. If you know how to aim well on controller, you'll still find the same precision, but the feeling on keyboard and mouse just feels really good. And we also get a major advantage whenever it comes to flicking on keyboard and mouse because we're able to move our mouse rather fast compared to the predefined linear speed that you can have with a controller. Granted, if you are playing on a high controller sensitivity, you could still flick, but it's not as easy as it will be on a mouse. Now, whenever it comes to close range fights, it is a bit harder on keyboard and mouse, and that's mostly due to aim assist. Now, I'm not trying to complain here, because yes, I could switch to a controller and have aim assist myself, but I choose not to because I prefer keyboard and mouse. But majority of gunfights in a close range really gets affected by aim assist. And if you think I'm wrong, turn off aim assist and go for a close range fight, because it will suck unless you have really good tracking skills. On keyboard and mouse, you have to develop those tracking skills with no extra assistance, and it's really hard, to be honest, because in a close range fight, everything is moving rather fast and you got bullets flying at you and you're trying not to die. So it's not the easiest, but if you're just good at the game, you're going to win the gunfights anyways. Now, another major advantage that keyboard mouse has is just about how customizable it can be. Everything can be adjusted down to the tiniest detail to your liking. So with keyboard mouse, you can go in and you can change any part of it that you don't like. Don't like where the sliding key is? Rebind it. Don't like how your mouse scroll has a delay? Yes, this is a real thing. Change it. Don't like how you stream a lot on YouTube and not a lot of people watch? Yeah, that's right, guys. I stream on YouTube. Come check it out sometime. I would love to see you there. I stream a lot. There shouldn't be any issues finding it. All right, you just click on the live button. You will not regret it. Unless you regret it, then you'll regret it. But only if you regret it will you regret it. So don't regret it, and you won't regret it. Boom. But anyways, on a controller, you kind of have a limited sensitivity. You can't change your keybinds very much, and you can't change your scroll wheel speed. Probably because you don't have one, but that's purely besides the point. With this extra level of customizability that you can get on a keyboard and mouse, it is really nice to help personalize things to your likings and your needs. Because for me, there's lots of things I don't like. Like, I don't like moving my fingers around too much because I do not have the most flexible fingers. So most of my main keybinds are clumped up all together. And it's really nice for me, so I don't have to move my hand a lot just to press the buttons I need to. And that helps me win more gunfights. Now, just about anybody can pick up a controller and somewhat know what they're doing well enough to get a few kills. But on keyboard and mouse, I feel like it's a bit harder to actually learn and master. You can learn it pretty easily. It's not that hard at all. In fact, it's quite easy to learn keyboard and mouse. But to actually master it, it takes a while and it takes skill. Because I have been on keyboard and mouse for about 4 years now, and I still really suck. And I feel like because of the harder to master part, it really forces keyboard mouse players to learn more game sense than anything. Because for me, I always felt like pretty much with any game, my game sense and my game knowledge was better than my aim and my ability to go out and get the kills. I personally know, okay, I should make this play and then that play, and that would be better than this play and that play. But my aim doesn't help me back it up enough because I am not good enough for that, apparently. Now, there's lots of other things that go into this, like, of course, aim assist and all that stuff. But that's not the stuff I want to cover. I want to cover things that actually matter more. Because aim assist is always complained about by everybody who isn't on a controller. And I don't want to complain about it that way. So the first thing is controllers can pick up loadouts faster, which does help in certain scenarios. For me, I have had a few scenarios where if I would be able to pick up the loadout faster, I probably would have lived, but hey, it's just a game, so who cares? And then there's also things like on keyboard and mouse, how you can be more quick and reactive, I guess you could say. But on controller, you're kind of more smooth, but generally slower. Because on keyboard and mouse, you are able to fully sprint with just one button. You don't have to press anything else. For me, I press W, I'm already tech sprinting. For controller, you gotta press an extra button to do that. And then bunny hopping, slide canceling, all that stuff. It's honestly, I feel like it's a lot easier on keyboard and mouse because there's less keybinds that you have to press to activate, say, like tech sprinting and everything. But on controller, the aim assist really does help, I'm just saying. And there's also scenarios like these that my friend Odipil had literally just the other night where the rotation of your aim can match speeds of like people walking or even driving, and you get perfect scenarios like this. So I made a community post before I made this video because I wanted to know what people play on and why they play on it, and if they would or wouldn't consider switching and whatnot. It's pretty much what I asked. I'll put it on screen now. And I did get a decent amount of comments on it. So the first one, it's from Gotham Goons. He said both. I'm ambidextrous. I don't think he knows what ambidextrous means. But he said either way, I'm using the CS engine. If you know, you know. If you know, you truly do know. Go check out my live streams. You'll easily find out what that means. Buttery Smooth Brain said controller because I'm a noob. Icebug also said controller because of aim assist. Thigh Protagonist said controller because that's all I've ever known since I was 5. She also got a few replies. And then Duke Nukem 5318 said controller here, like thigh. I'm on the older side and controller was the only option forever. Having played on controllers for 20 plus years, keyboard and mouse seem so foreign. While aim assist is probably the biggest advantage, the muscle memory on controller is too much to give up. Tried keyboard and mouse one time, hated it. It's completely true what he did say. Muscle memory is a key part in like everything you do. And once you play a lot on one input, you're going to have a major amount of muscle memory for it. So switching would be a bit of a bitch. Turtle Sloth said he was using a controller before he knew how to even type on a keyboard, which makes sense. So most of what I'm seeing here is people they've picked up a controller on the start, and that's all they know because they've never tried keyboard mouse, or they tried it for a few games and hated it because keyboard mouse is genuinely a pain in the ass. Now, with all this said, I would love for you guys to go down to the comments below and tell me how you feel. Would you consider trying out keyboard and mouse? If not, good. Don't. It's not worth it most of the time. But if you play a lot and you would love to learn something new and you like that challenge, definitely consider it because while it's not the greatest, it can be fun to learn new things like this. With that, I hope you guys have a wonderful, splendid, absolutely immaculate day, and I will see you next time. And make sure to subscribe.